Hi, I'm Liz Nedden. Let's have a look at dividing decimals by whole numbers. So say I have this division here. I want to divide 8 into 39.52. So I want to just think about it as a whole number first, and then at the end I'll figure out where to put my decimal point. Okay, because that decimal point is going to stay in exactly the same position as it was. So can I divide 8 into 3? So if I just look at that, and I can't. So instead I say to myself, can I divide 8 into 39? And yes, I can. I know 8 times 4, put that above the 9, 8 times 4 is 32. So I am going to subtract 32 from 39, which leaves me with 7. I will then bring down the 5. And so now I need to say, can I do 8 divided into 75? And yes, again I can. So 8 divided into 75, well, I know 8 times 9 is equal to 72. And notice how I put the 9 above the 5. Then I subtract those two, and that leaves me with 3. So now I'm going to bring down the remaining 2. And 8 divided into 32, well, 8 times 4 is 32. So I'm going to put the 4 above the 2. I'm going to write the 32, subtract it, which will leave me with 0. And so there will be my answer, 4.94. So I just leave the decimal where it was. Let's have a look at this one. So I want to divide 5 into 29.45. So how many times does 5 go into this number? So remember, we're going to keep that decimal point exactly where it is. So we're going to keep it there. So I'm going to start and say, can I divide 5 into 2? No. Can I divide 5 into 29? Yes, I can. And I know that 5 times 5 is 25. So I'm going to put a 5 above there, and 5 times 5 is 25. And then I subtract those, which will leave me with 4. Now I'm going to bring down the 4 that's there and ask myself, how many times does 5 go into 44? Well, I know 5 times 8 is 40. So I'm going to do 44, take away 40, which will leave me with 4. And now I'm going to bring down the last digit, which is a 5, and say, how many times does 5 go into 45? Well, 5 times 9, and I'm going to write that above the 5 there, is 45, and I'm going to write the 45 there, subtract them, leave them with no remainder. So my answer is 5.89.